Okay, Q&A here. This one is, why are you worried about over-traveling? My car is fast when it hits the track. So what this question is referencing to is something that I preach all the time, and that is we never over-travel a car. The car never hits the track, period, end, ever, never. And that's an exaggeration because it will hit sometimes. Sometimes we'll sacrifice the car over-traveling maybe at the beginning of a race because our air pressures are really low. But that's only temporary. We never want to set the car up to hit the ground. And the reason that we're so worried about that is with whatever force any part of the chassis, other than those 4 tires, is hitting the ground, that much force is taken out of the tires. So let's just say your chassis is hitting the ground with 50 pounds of force, which is nothing. Well, that's 50 pounds of grip that you're leaving out of the tires. And if you and I were racing side by side and everything else was exactly equal, equal. If everything else was equal and I had 50 more pounds of grip than you do, each lap I'm going to be able to run in the corner just that little bit more. Or we're going to be running the same, but then I'm going to have more tire left at the end of the race because I haven't abused mine as much. So anytime anything hits the ground, even if it's a piece of plastic, a valance, a side skirt, what have you, that is load that's being taken out of the tire. So we never want to have anything over travel purposely. And the second part of this question or statement was, my car is fast when it hits the track. Well, this is like a chicken or the egg thing. Your car is not fast because it's hitting the track. Your car's hitting the track because it's fast. So when the track's got a lot of grip in it, maybe your setup's good, maybe your driver's confident and he runs in the corner hard, it hits the ground because that speed is more energy, and that transfers more weight, compresses the springs more, and causes the car to hit the ground. It would be even faster if it wasn't hitting the ground. So usually, a lot of times when you have drivers say, well, I know the car's fast when it's hitting the ground. Well, yeah, the stopwatch knows it's fast when it's hitting the ground. When the stopwatch knows when it's fast. It will be even faster if you don't hit the ground. So we never want to over travel the car. We also don't want to under travel because that affects things too. But we definitely don't want to over travel because that will absolutely lose grip. In an extreme case, over traveling will cause the car not only not have as much grip, but actually lose grip altogether. And most everybody knows about this. The car comes in and hits the ground too hard, and you lose the whole front end. The car washes up the track. That's because it sheared the grip, and the tires, of course, can't take that. But even that's not the problem because you recognize that. The problem is when you do it just a little bit, and the tires lose a little bit of grip, and the driver just thinks the car's a little tight. When it's actually not tight, you're just over-traveling, causing the front end to lose grip. You'll fix it, don't worry. You'll fix it because you'll free the car up because it's a little tight. And actually what happens then is you just slow the car down so he can't get into the corner as fast. Fixes the over-traveling problem.